each and every one of you. I'm Siddhi Karambelkar and I'm here to bring to you today a very important topic. But before I start, let me ask you a few questions. When you're driving your car and somebody comes in the middle, what do you feel? When you're at work putting in your 100% and your boss doesn't recognize it, what do you feel? When you're at home after a long tiring day and your parents and family members are not able to understand what you've been through, what do you feel? Resentment? Anger? Of course. It's bound to happen. It's a human emotion. So what do you do about it? How do you go about it? What are the ways you handle it? Hold on. Today, I'm going to clear all those doubts. But before we start, you have to understand what kind of anger category or aggression category do you fit into. Yes, there are different types of angers that are there in our society today. I'm going to throw some light on those. Firstly is the passive aggression. Well, passive aggression is very common in our society today. It's the kind of aggression that you hold up. There are many reasons why you may hold that up. Because you do not want to confront anyone, you don't want that negative environment around, or many more such reasons. You've not let it go completely, but you're holding it in within. Well, that's quite dangerous because one day or the other, that anger is going to come out like a volcano and create even more damage than you can ever imagine. The second one is open aggression. As the name suggests, you're angry, you're going to go out there and beat up the person you hate or dislike. You're going to give verbal abuses and create a disinterest or rather hurtful atmosphere for everyone around you. The next kind is the impulsive kind of aggression. It's like how the milk comes up and cools down immediately. It's pretty much like that. So you're angry, you say a few negative things and then you're cooled again after a few minutes and you wonder, why did I say those things that I did? Was it really necessary? The next one is cross-situational anger, which means that you're angry at work and you bring out your anger at home onto someone more dormant compared to you. So your family, your loved ones get the piece of it. And vice versa. Then we have a very dangerous kind of an aggression, which is deliberate aggression, which means that you assume that someone has been unfair to you and you plot and plan and create hurtful things for that person to prevent him from going ahead in life or even harm that person. Well, all these aggressions are quite dangerous in our society. And slowly or steadily, this is resulting in a lot of crimes in our society. So I felt today it was the need to throw some light onto this topic. Now, how do you control your anger? What are you supposed to do? Anger is an emotion which is built in by nobody else but you. So the only person who can control it is no one else but you. Now what do? My opinion is don't get angry at all. Absurd, right? How can you not get angry at all? It's an emotion. Well, let me tell you, it's possible. How do you do it? Here it goes. Number one, why do we get angry? Why does a person get angry? There are strong emotions like strong likes for a particular thing or a particular person, strong dislikes, strong achievements that you need to attain, and anything that comes in the middle of this, which is a hindrance to this, is going to create resentment, anger, jealousy, and all of these emotions. So my idea is don't hold yourself up. Don't put yourself too much into all these things. Let it go. Be a little light. For example, if you've done something good to someone and that person doesn't have gratitude for what you've done, that's his problem, not yours. Of course, it can hurt a person, but slowly and steadily you will be able to control this kind of emotion. Let it go. You do your bit. That's all that's required, isn't it? Once you have that in control, your life is going to be way more easier than you can ever imagine. Now, there is a step-by-step method to it. Number one, first understand when you're getting angry. How would you do that? Signs and symptoms of anger. When somebody is saying something that you do not like, your heart starts beating real fast, you start perspiring, you get breathless, your blood starts popping out of your veins, your head starts throbbing. These all are signs of anger. Before you open your mouth, because once you've opened your mouth, your words are going to go and they're not going to come back and the damage is done. So think before you speak. What you can do is take a short walk. Excuse yourself from that whole argument. Take a short walk, listen to music, read a book, play a video game, count numbers, do anything that will move your attention from that or your focus from that particular argument. A few minutes later, you will be able to think like a sane man, because believe it or not, anger is a state of insanity. You are mentally retarded for those few minutes, isn't it? So get yourself together, control yourself. Controlled anger and uncontrolled anger has a lot of difference. You are reacting to a particular session. You are supposed to respond to a particular situation. Am I right? So moving on, think of what you have to do. So I'm not asking you to go and take any unfair things that are happening around. You're not supposed to be a doormat for everybody. Of course, you're supposed to voice out your opinion, but in a controlled way. And when you can control yourself, if you're not angry, but you're voicing out your opinion, definitely it's going to have a lot of effect on what you want to do. So now, how do you do it? Now let me tell you, it's proven chemically that anger causes a lot of harm to your body, just as much as smoking could harm your body. So take a sheet of paper and mark down every time you feel a negative emotion. And over a period of a month, you will see how many times you felt that emotion, and you make it a target to reduce those marks month by month. And finally, you will be able to reduce it. It won't happen with a click like a magic wand. It will be a gradual process, but it will happen eventually. Can you imagine a person who is always angry? He's always angry and always shouting at everyone around. Does he really have that importance? I don't think so. But a person who's always happy and creating positivity around, and one day he voices out his opinion. Power in his eyes and power in his voice, and says, no, this is no means no. I'm sure everyone's going to stop and listen to him. So don't you want to be that person who's standing out there and having all that value for whatever he says? I'm sure you do. So go out there, control your anger, and if you need any help controlling your anger or enhancing your personality, you can definitely contact us. I hope you've enjoyed today's session. Please do give me any kind of feedback that you may want, and like, subscribe and share the channel if you've liked it yourself. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.